Yo, 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 yo. Hey, yo, people. Wow, what a horrible lag. And the game crashed. Wow. Let's go. Hey, people. Welcome. Welcome. Nah, it just crashed on the stream now. Let's go. Hey, people. Hey, Akumo. Hey, Unlucky. Hey, Shrimp. Hello. Hey, Blitz. Artist. Yo, yo, yo. Zilok Man. Hello. Hey, Animated. Let's go. Okay, let's do one more wave. Hey, Jeffrey. Hey, Bobby. How are you guys doing? Welcome. Seems like everything is working as normal. Last time, okay. First of all, before we get started, last time there was a lot of lag with my webcam. So pay attention this time, because I did some changes, so there shouldn't be any lag now. So if I'm moving like an idiot, like more than normally, please let me know, okay? We'll see if that works or not. Yo, so, as you can see on screen, today's goal is to hunt for a Town Archer Rune. I said one rune, please, but there's a bonus for a Tower Rune if we can get one while we are looking for a Town Archer Rune. We have a starting defense of 141 and 550, so let's see if we can get one today or not. Are my hotkeys... They are not ready. Okay, this should be better now. Okay, that should be good. That should be good. Hey, Vian. Hey, Smile. Hey, Z. How you guys doing? Welcome. Welcome. How did you like the stream starting soon screen? 100% professional, right? Let's start by spending EXP, shall we? Because we are at 100 trillion EXP points again. So let's spend that first and get that over with. Does someone remember what we rolled last time? What did we roll with? Where is my wheel? Where is my wheel? Where is my wheel? There's my wheel. Let's go. What did we roll last time? Was it mana? Was it mana? It's such an even nice number. Maybe it's what's Town Archer damage. Huh, it could have been mana. It's been in mana quite a long time. Quite many times. You're hunting for Town Archer Rune because you have a better TA item. Yes, I will show you in just a moment what is the goal. There's like a slight improvement available for my way build currently, so I will take that if I can. Hero damage? What is hero damage? Hopefully we don't have to destroy the hero damage. Okay, what are your bettings? What will it end? Hey, welcome. I think I'm gonna say this time will be gold per kill. This time will be gold per kill. It just feels like gold per kill. HP ultimate. Hey, Pajama, how you doing? HP. I mean, I kind of want to get all to 7k, I guess. Well, gold per kill and hero are already over that, but how do you know how to speak Portuguese? Unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. I wish I knew, but I don't. TA, okay. Okay, let's see. In 3, 2, 1, and let the wheel spin. I think gold per kill. I'm wrong. It's a freaking mana again. I swear. Like, 7 times out of 10 it's a mana, right? What the hell? Okay, well, we have a winner, which is mana, so we will be spending 100 trillion EXP on mana. What are the best in here? Well, they are all quite useless. I guess best would be probably hero damage, Town Archer damage, and maybe castle HP. They are all not great. Like, they are small boosts. But getting base attack for Town Archers and getting base attack for hero, this mainly would be for Dark Elf for the hero base, because it's so little that it doesn't really help like actual damage dealers, but maybe Dark Elf for a little bit more HP recovery. They are small boosts. You can just do them all equally, or you can spam everything on Town Archers. It doesn't really make that much of a difference. Alrighty, so let's get rid of... Well, let's just spend the XP. We are at 6,950, and 100 trillion XP points get us where? Let's see. Not much, it's already halfway gone. There we go, 50 trillion gone. And There we go. 100 trillion. Okay, we got 453 levels. That's a decent. That's a decent, I guess. Yeah, you can find the calculator or the spreadsheet through my Discord in the Lightning Meta channel. In the pinned comments in that channel, there is a table of contents that will also have the link for the spreadsheet for you. You will find it on the channel. How long did you farm this XP dungeon? Well, on total I have 141,000. Okay, let's get rid of that wheel now. Back to gaining some more XP points, I guess. 141,000 defense. I haven't been doing XP dungeon in a while. So since I switched to this new build with Sarah and DLA, this should be also faster than before, so that's a nice thing to have. And the goal, if we can find a Town Archer Rune, will be to use it on this bow, which is an L bow, but it is a 3 out of 3 for Town Archers for waving. So the reason I have one too many CDEs in my build, and my Town Archer weapon currently has a cooldown skill level +1 light, so I can kinda get rid of that for now and use this. My bow currently is really great, so it is really great right now. Flying damage is something that now helps them, but it only helps me against flying enemies in waving. So in waving purposes, getting a crit damage line here or even damage line would be more beneficial against ground and against bosses. So yeah, that's why we are trying to get a 3 out of 3 L for the waving purposes, which of course goes pretty well with the accessory, which is just beautiful. If I had a similar one with an item quality, I would of course want to use that, but we have to roll with L's if we don't have those. Close to 20 million. I'm, well, getting there. 18.5 million. So yeah, it doesn't take that long. We are getting there, definitely. My May build results, again, looks like this. I was waiting. There was a lot of lag when I was starting the stream, so there was some numbers might be more or less than usually, but yeah. That's quite a little mana cold. That's a little bit better. The neighbors so loud, it's 9 PM. Can you go and tell them to shh, because we need to concentrate in here. We have an important task of getting a tier room. What are the chances we get it with the first kill? If we get it with the first kill, then we are not going to be doing any more dungeon today. Well, it's not going to be that because we got the wrong boss. There we go. Stream saved. Let's go. A lot of questions. If I miss something, just ask again. When is it worth to do dungeons? Someone asked. Not before you can start Legend Dragon farming, I would say. It's worth to start to doing beginner dungeon once you can farm the Legend Dragon. But before that, it's not really, because you need good items first. Runes are important, but items are more important. So items first, runes second. So once you have the items, it's worth to do the dungeons. And like decent items. I predict you'll get every single drop except... Thank you very much. Let's see how much defense we can get. Greetings to Kazakhstan. How's life in there? Hey there. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you for the support. Thank you, thank you. Oh, we started with the bonus gold, which is... the max is 5%, so this is a mid roll. I'm not going to be keeping this. I have a max roll. And I think I have a spare one with max roll as well. So... I'm not going to be giving this, but you want definitely one of these for your deck because it's just free gold for your gold build. My dream is that you have 70 million waves. Well, thank you. I hope I can get that far. It will take quite a long while unless we get something that will speed up the waving even more than currently. But maybe. Maybe. Crit chance is... okay for Town Archers for Hell mode purposes, and maybe Infinite Colony, I'm not completely sure about that. For waving, crit chance is useless because you already have them at 100% crit chance, thanks to Curse Knife and thanks to Dark Skeleton buff. So that's why you don't need crit chance in waving. But for Hell mode, I think 1 or 2 lines of crit chance is really good right now for Hell mode. What's the best build for 5 to 10,000 waves? There is... I will link it to you. I will link it to you in chat. It's also... it might be in that playlist. I haven't, by the way, updated. Is that... does that lightning builds playlists include the Town Archer lightning build videos? Or is it the older ones? Anyway, the link at the bottom of the chat right now is for the Lightning Town Archer free auto battle build. I would recommend that one for you, Brian. Love your Cloud Nature account documentation. I'm very pleased to hear that. The account is running, so there will be more to come. It will take a while because it needs to get some more waves and I need to farm a little bit more. I've been doing quite a lot of Legendary Dragon. I think I'm now at like 38,000 defense on him, which is nice. I guess I will go for like 50,000 defense probably, and hopefully I will get my items somewhat in check by that defense. 1 billion waves, I don't think that would be physically possible with this speed. Someone can do the math, someone who's better with math than I am. What will happen if I keep spamming hearts? You will have my appreciation, that's for sure. I can see them floating at the right side corner of my screen. Top 5 push. Okay, I swear, if that account gets a DCD IQ before I get the DCD IQ staff on my main account, I will be so freaking mad. Given the luck it has had so far, I think there's a decent chance for that happening, and it makes me absolutely mad. Absolutely frustrated. Is this very bad if I'm dying on Devil Horn 1? I have 6,000 waves. What should I do? Well, if you're sure that your build is in check, it's the first thing I would recommend you to do. Then the next thing I would recommend you to do is to get some more items, some better items for your units. The number one, I can't stress this enough, the number one main important thing for your early game is to lower the cooldown of your Pure Wizard and your Dark Necromancer. And make your Dark Necromancer's cooldown to be less than Pure Wizard's. So if your Pure Wizard has 12 seconds cooldown, for example, which is quite low for early game, then your Dark Necromancer should be less than 12 seconds. It should be 11 point something. That is your goal. Bad at speaking English, I used happen instead of happen. Hey, it happens. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. What happens if you are at a certain wave and can't pass it? What do you do? That really shouldn't happen in the current state of the game if you are running somewhat decent build. There really shouldn't be a build like a wave that you really can't pass. If you can't, then just try to do a plus 10 skip, for example, with crystals, and then you probably can keep on going. If there's like a really bad random wave. But that really shouldn't happen. I do not know any Spanish, unfortunately. Wish I do. Wish I did, but I don't. Oh, we did a green dragon. Let's go. Fire damage 7%. Let's go. What a great ring. Why do I keep on casting Succubus at this point? I'm not paying attention. Is the secondary leader slot worth the early game? No. Basically only when you have access to E items and you can stack a couple of more E items on that leader. In here, Edward gives plus 10% boost to Sarah, so he boosts Sarah's damage. In that sense, it might be beneficial, but it also means that you are losing one offensive treasure, so you have to make the test if it's worth it or not. But once you can get E items and you can stack just damage or hero damage skill level items or CDE items on the secondary leader, then you can use it in like a dragon build, for example. For waving, it's not really ever worth it. Unless you are using Tony for a moment in order to gather more crystals. Yo, welcome. Want to hear your opinion when it is the best to add succubus to the build? I haven't made the calculation in a while, but I would say it's probably closer to like 130-40 skill points. You will need to reach, well, first of all, the poison skill tree and her nodes, and the staff node. If you can reach those in addition to your other skill points that you need, maybe you can remove something temporarily, then you can start using succubus. But you also do need like good items for succubus. The crit chance, attack speed being the best lines, and attack speed runes in addition to that. And if you don't have great items for succubus, it just won't really perform to her best. But at that point, you can start thinking about it. What to add or remove depends if you have 13 slot or not, I guess. Lightning plus ice build be worth it in early game? The issue is, well, they are at the opposite ends of the skill tree, basically. So it will take a long while for you to reach from the lightning all the way to the ice, or the other way around. Like this, you won't be reaching this before like 300,000 waves. So it doesn't really make a great early game combination at that point, because in order for your units to be great, you need the skill tree to boost them, to buff them. So that's an issue. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Welcome. Have I seen the staff you have for succubus? Maybe I have. Is it the perfect one? I have been kind of thinking if I will add eventually succubus to Cloud Nacho's build. He doesn't have the 13 slot. If I had the 13 slot, then that would be the easiest thing to do, just add him in, add her in the extra slot. But with as it stands, I need to remove someone from the build, and that will be a little bit problematic. So I might drop Zeus. That was my thinking right now. Or maybe I don't know. It really depends. For the eventual Gold Order battle build with succubus, I would like to keep all of the damage dealers in, but maybe I just won't have enough gold or room for all of them. Maybe I will remove Zeus at that point. I'm not completely sure yet. But it will be a while before I can start thinking about that, so no point stressing about it right now. Double MP cost sword is great for military band, female or male. That's basically the only thing where you can use that. But for them, you mainly just want item with the cooldown skill level +1 line. So if you have an item that has, for example, do I have one in here? Like this. Then this would be like a perfect item for a military band, either male or female. Because the MP cost reduces the MP cost of the military band female. Well, the male doesn't have anything unless you promote him, which is not that great idea. But the female has insanely high MP cost if you use her in time out of battle. So in that case, you might want a double MP cost CDE sword for her, if possible. But that's really the only thing. Yes, I do have 2 of those, apparently. Is it very bad if I'm dying on Devil Hole 1? I already answered to you, I think. You should just make double check that your build is in check. I would recommend the Lightning Town Archer myself. The builds are linked in the description. But the main thing is that you need more items if you are dying at that point. You need to hunt for better items. Hey Liam, welcome. Crit chance, damage. That's a good stuff. That's a good stuff for succubus. Yeah. And with double attack speed runes, it's a very nice one. I can click all the support emojis at the same time. Oh boy. Do it. I have 22,000 waves, so I save every double thing that I get. That is a safe way to play. If you are not sure what kind of items you need or will need in the future, if you're starting out, just if they have the two of the same line, it's safer to save it and then maybe ask around if it's a good one or not. And in general, if you get anything that has two lines of critical, either critical damage or critical chance, the chances are it's a really useful item. Lightning fast plus physical. Well, in certain situations, if you use Lightning Town Archer, you can use Lightning Physical for Infinite Colony or early Legend Dragon farming. So basically, you are already kind of having an access to that. But like using any physical heroes in addition to Bowmaster, not really the best. I'm sure it will work, but not the best. What should I do when I'm out of time auto battle in Town Archer Devilhorn 5 endgame build? Well, you should be able to use gold auto battle at that point. If you're able to use Devilhorn 5, then you should be able to profit from gold auto battle. So you kinda roll with that. I don't really use time auto battle myself. Well, I don't buy it, I just get 10 hours every week from the red crystals, but that's it. You stream since when? 2023? Maybe? It's been a while. But I'm not online terribly often. It's more likely to see me on like once per week. And I try to schedule those in YouTube at least a day in advance, and also in the Discord. I will try to post the previous day whenever I'm planning on going live. So if you are not in my Discord yet, the link is in the description, and there is a way that you will get pinged whenever I go live. If you want to stay in here, which I would appreciate a lot. It's so sad my Necromancer 10.75 and 12 Pure Wizard, because I don't have a DC. Yeah, that's kind of an annoying point, but once you like get past that point, once you get the staff, it's going to be an insane upgrade. Haunt or Haul? Depends. 2 years ago? So in 2024? If it makes you feel better, I ran 12 seconds Pierce out for almost 500,000 waves. Mr. Unoptimal Succubus in the chat. I mean, yeah, it's so much about your RNG if you can get the staff or not. You'll get one eventually as long as you keep on crafting and keep on farming. But you can get it at 5,000 defense or at 50,000 defense. It's like the DCDIQ staff, you can get it at 10,000 defense, or you can get it at 1.2 million defense. Yeah. Sorry, Pajama, sorry, my bad. Wow. If I don't cast anything, the kill time is quite slow. It's winnable without healing, but it's really slow. 15,000 waves since last stream, that's really nice. That is nice progression. I use BlueStacks myself. I've only really used BlueStacks. I used Nox Player, or Nox, whatever it's called nowadays, for a while, but I switched to BlueStacks and I'm just using this. I haven't really tried the other options. I think some players might be a little bit lighter to use than BlueStacks. But yeah, that's what I'm running. I should have a video about that as well. I will link it in chat for anyone who is interested. For using hotkeys, for example, that I use for farming. Kinda. I hope YouTube adds a feature where you can comment pictures. Do you mean like people could post pictures in chat and I could check them? Or what do you mean by that? That would be nice. Well, Sayonara, I'm just part of Sayonara. I may or may not have initially created the guild itself, but I wasn't really part of the early days of Sayonara, so I don't really have any contribution to that. But basically a ton of dedicated, great players. Recruiting more dedicated, great players, and just keep going for years and years and years. But the rise of Sayonara kind of started when I had gone for my break from the game, which I had like a couple of years break from the game. So during that time, Sayonara became the #1. Lightning plus summon? Well, summon units as a crowd control is fine. Summon unit as a damage dealer is not a great idea in the current state of the game. Yeah, unfortunately 10 billion won't be enough for top 300. Is it 50 billion already to get the top 300? Damn. It's been going up again. It used to be like, what, 20 billion? Then it was like 30 billion. Now it's 50? That's a lot. I did my Hell mode run this season already, and I was going for a personal best. I was going pretty well. But then I did one misclick, one stupid misclick, and I died at 1.3 trillion, so I'm not going to be doing another run for this season. I hate Hell mode. Oh, what did I get? I got like 1.3 trillion. Whoops. Totally did not misclick my castle. I've been slowly doing a hybrid tests. So hopefully I will be able to get like a good score soon enough. How many red crystals? I guess like 4 or 5,000. 4.7. 4.7 thousand. For like 40 billion, more like 40 billion for top 300. That's still quite a lot. That's I haven't done any Hell mode with Cloud Nacho yet. Maybe I should start practicing the early games again. Time for the sub? Welcome. Have you seen Red Brits doing Crowcastle videos on YouTube? Yeah, I think it's mostly just Mana doing them, or is it there someone else posting on there as well? But yeah, I have noticed. That's a great thing. It's always a great thing to see people doing more content on the game. And for some reason, I kind of feel like the game is not dying. I'm not sure if we are gaining more players or not. Definitely not dying, so it's a good sign. And developer is alive. He's been replying to a lot of people. Apparently he's working on a new update, so that's a good sign. More and more people? Yeah, might be. Yeah, Specky, your rankings usually drop a lot during the last, like, day or the last 2 days. A lot of people do their hell mode runs, like, during the weekend just before the reset, so expect to drop a lot during those days. And getting data for previous season top 300, I think it's a bit annoying. I don't think you can get data for the top 200 through Pleb server in Discord. I don't think the API gives more than top 200 data, so that's a bit annoying feature to have. Top 300 minimum has increased, so I think we are getting more players. Yeah, it could be. Could be. Or at least more people are dedicated to learn hell mode, which is a good thing for the game's lifespan and popularity, I guess, but it's also unoptimal for those who are like just at the edge of top 300, constantly working and trying to get that Red Crystal reward. Elizabeth becomes viable. You will actually see, next week, you will see a video about Elizabeth build for Devil Horn 5. So, probably next week, if I have time to edit. I will be not home during this weekend, so I will not be doing any Crow Castle content during this weekend, unfortunately. But next week, there will be probably a video about that. Another account review. But basically, Elizabeth needs, well, she needs two runes from the XP dungeon, and usually she needs high gold power, so she needs a lot of levels and like a high ratio. So that's usually why you just see pay-to-win players or people who do a lot of time out of battle using her. I think I can use her probably on my account. I think I did try that in the beta with Devil Horn 4 previously. There should be a stream of that on my channel in the past live streams. But it's not going to be that great unless I can get way more gold power, which is not possible if you are not spending time out of battle all the time, basically. It's going to be Astral. So more NVL guys. Some beautiful, beautiful items in there as well. Oh yeah, I do plan all this. If I can, I will try to get the Cloud Nacho account to be like have a documentation like full, yeah, Fastral. Like full documentation from early game towards late game, so that will be also Devil Horn 3, Devil Horn 4. It's now running Devil Horn 3 free auto battle, and I don't think I will go Devil Horn 4 free auto battle with that account. It doesn't really make too much sense to me. So the next step will be dipping into the gold auto battle. Let's see if I will be doing Devil Horn 2 or Devil Horn 3 gold auto battle with it eventually. It will still take a while, but eventually, that's the goal. I don't think the webcam is lagging at all, is it? Yeah, Devil Horn 4, yeah. The funny thing, I have seen that happen. I have seen people do that. It works, but it's kind of hard to get away from that free auto battle section at that point anymore. Currently, I'm spamming Dark Elf towards level 10k on the account, so they get one more skill point, and I can, well, increase Infinite Colony ratio thanks to more healing. I think I'm now around 7 ratio probably for IC for that account. And it's harder now to increase it since I'm using Devil Horn 3 compared to Devil Horn 2, because I'm of course advancing throughout the waves faster. So if I kept on waving on lower Devil Horn tier, it would be easier to increase the infinite colony ratio, but I'm just gonna be slowing down the progress because of that. Doesn't make any sense. Oh yeah, Legend Dragon is more like 50,000 waves plus. At 50,000 waves, you can likely... It depends on how you play, but you should be able to kill him. But it's gonna be slow. And then at 70, 80,000 waves, you can start thinking about farming the Legend Dragon. This can be later or earlier, it depends. If you do single waves all the way to 70,000, you will be on higher level, with higher level units than someone who does Devil Horn 2, for example. But it doesn't make ultimately any sense to go with single waves because of that purpose. But around 78,000 waves is probably the optimal time to start thinking about farming Legend Dragon. The longer you wait, the faster the farm will be. So you kind of want to find the sweet spot. Yeah, the big rushes are, weirdly enough, the scariest thing about Devil Horn 5. Hey Koa, welcome. How you doing? We haven't gotten anything great yet. We haven't kept a single rune yet. Just a couple of elemental damages, I guess, and one bonus gold. I would not recommend Ice Sorcerers at 6,000 waves, unless you are for some reason going with the full ice setup, which is not that common. Yeah, 139,000, around 200,000, like on the last video, is pretty sweet time to start using the Town Archer nodes in Way build as well. But for the early Legend Dragon hunting, I would recommend starting with the physical path and using Dark Bowmaster instead of Dark Lightning Archer, so that you can get access to those Town Archer nodes. Yes, I plan on continue doing content on the Cloud9 show. Cannot connect to server, let's go. Come on. I think if I get the DCD staffed, I will run Devil Horn 2 because the only thing I'm dangling from is boss. Yeah, that's why lowering the cooldowns of Pure Wizard and Necromancer is so important, because usually Devil Horn 1, Devil Horn 2, the thing that will kill you is likely gonna be the bosses at the end of the round. And why that happens is because you have a really bad timing with your Necromancer proc. When you don't have Necromancer active, you deal so much less damage than with the Necromancer buff. The Necromancer buff in this game is so strong, it's almost like a freaking cheat, to be honest. Like, if we take that away, 90% of the people won't be able to run their builds. It's also so ridiculously strong buff. So, yeah, lowering the cooldowns on both of them will increase the chance of getting that proc in time once the bosses come. And that's why it makes your build more stable at that point. Necromancer nerf, yeah, don't... That's a nightmare. Nightmare level stuff. It would be horrible. Why are we getting this? Come on. Dev doesn't want me to farm. Apparently. See you, artist? 150,000 waves on a golden battle is making progress. What level of Devil Horn are you using? I think it will probably be a bit unstable. What damager do you recommend that is not a lightning? Town Archers? I mean, if you have extra gold or if you have any doubts, Town Archers. They are currently... They must be like the best unit in the game right now. Which is like we have gone a full circle at this point. The only issue with Town Archers is that they still give a lot of lag. If you have a weaker device. Yeah, I mean, it could be my internet connection as well. It should be stable. It's stable, but you never know. I do hope we get the Town Archer Rune today, because I don't really like dungeon farming that much, so I would wish we are done with this one stream of dungeon farming, and then we can resume our DCDIQ hunt the next stream. Any preferences? Would you like to see me sometimes farming with Cloud Nacho as well, or do you prefer seeing farming done on just Bone Dragon level account? Because that would be just Legendary Dragon farming for him. Just got some Chinese food, now I'm in a crazy sleep coma. Ooh. What did you have? What kind of Chinese did you have? I haven't eaten dinner yet, so you are making me hungry. Thank you very much. Yeah, well, poison on Town Archer. Yeah. The benefit from using poison instead of lightning is that you have shorter route to the Town Archer section. And you have better farming earlier on than with lightning. But waving should be more stable with lightning. Usually Thor is better, but it depends what is the use case that you need the hero for. Because Thor can't hit flying monsters, for example, where Zeus can. And Zeus can destroy flying enemies easily. So they have kind of a different use case, but just pure damage-wise, Thor should be better. But if you don't have the lightning build at all, then you can go for poison if you want to. 5% crit damage is not worth taking, so let's sell that. Yeah, I know. It seems like whenever, like... There's a saying that alts don't struggle, right? So alt accounts don't struggle. They have way more luck than your main account, always. That's the rule. That's the universal rule of gaming. That's why I'm scared that I will also get the DCDIQ first on my secondary account than on my main account. Ooh, thunderstorm. Let me update the music list, 1 second. I have like a ton of these, so I'm not going to be giving that, and it doesn't really have that much use cases. Let's switch the list. Let's go with this one, I guess. The some sound? Maybe it's a quiet start. When should I have the strange key? Whenever you do any kind of dungeon or dragon hunting. Always, always, always have the strange key. Well, if you have physical and fire, then you have Town Archers, Bowmaster, Goblin. Who else do you have currently? I do have a TikTok account, but I don't really use it. Like, I created at some point, upload a couple of the shorts that I upload on YouTube as well, but I don't really use it. Yeah, I never really gotten into that. I had done 3000 defense without one. Well, that means now is the perfect time. The second best time to get that in is now. It just increases your farming. Well, not luck. Well, it increases your luck because you have better chance of getting better items. So, it's always worth it. The dungeon is lagging like crazy. I'm gonna do one intermediate just to reset my luck maybe on the expert dungeon, maybe it works. And we can keep going. Spring rolls, white rice, chicken curry. Oh. Chicken and rice. One of my favorites. Damn. Next time, please order some for me as well. Hey, John. Let's see if I'm at all lucky today. So far, it doesn't really look that great. It's been like 40 minutes of this already and nothing to write home about. We have 123,000 defense soon. No, 143,000. I know numbers. What are you dying to? Are you dying to normal monsters? Are you dying to flying enemies? Or are you dying to bosses? Come on, let me farm. Nope. What if he really ordered some for you? I would love that. I would never say no to that. Never ever. The monsters and the bosses? Oh, that's a lot of issues at that point. Bad Wi-Fi? I'm not even on Wi-Fi. I have a stable cable connection. There shouldn't be any more ads than usual, unless YouTube has done some sneaky additions again. I haven't changed any... Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm... just pissing me off. I want to fight the Siege Troll to find the Tower Runes. Yeah. Imagine if we could target farm a specific boss in the dungeon that we could force him to always spawn. It would be so easy. The game likes rage baiting. Oh my god. And it's working. It's super effective. It's super effective. Three mid-roll? Damn, yikes. That's a new thing. I'm not mad. There's... Okay. I'm a chill guy. Usually. Almost every time I'm pretty chill. But there's one thing in life that really grinds my gears, and it's when technology is not working. When something PC, phone, connection, you name it, anything technology related, when it's not working as intended, snap. It's my only weakness in life. Physical 6.4, yeah, I'm not gonna be keeping it. I think I have some higher ones. Preferably, I would want to keep just over 7%. I have kept, I think, 6.5 and above in the past. Maybe even 6% at some point. Thunderbolt +1. This is a really unfortunate rune, because if you get this rune, you want it to be Thunderbolt +2. Otherwise, it's not good enough. So +1 is yikes. How many waves can you get per day? I do something like 100,000 waves per season. Or something. So that's like 20,000 per day. I can do more if I'm just fully waving. But I've been doing a lot of farming lately as well. No, I don't mind fixing builds and stuff like that. It's just whenever you have something, like, let's say you, I don't know, open Discord and it doesn't work as it's supposed to. It's so frustrating. Or you open your PC and there's something that's not currently opening, for example. It's the most frustrating feeling in the world. Skill duration runes are so hard to farm. Yeah, they're one of the most annoying. Like I think intermediate dungeon is the most annoying dungeon to farm in general. So skill duration and also TNT rune for Goblin. Oh god, hope I never have to do that. Goblin cannot attack air. No, Goblin can only destroy ground enemies. From your heroes, it would be Bowmaster, but you would really benefit from someone who can also help with that. Which in fire could be Windy. Not sure if she works in any decent way in early game. I have no experience myself on that on early game, so I can't really say if I can recommend that or not. But like Windy, Fire Windy can strike air monsters. Lightning units in general can. Zeus is great, but you don't have the lightning tree. If you can get the lightning tree, then Zeus is probably what you want. But you can try setting Bowmaster's targeting to be on air, on flying, and see if that helps. Who do you have as a leader? How many days it take to reach 1 million waves? Wasn't it last on Nemesis account review that it took him 6 months? Three damage dealers at 10k at 87,000 waves is really, really high level units. So yeah, in that sense, it's really good. Currently, my alt, Cloud Natural, he has, well, my Town Archers are over 10k, and then I have 3 units, Thor, Zeus, and Dark Lightning Archer. No one else is level above level 10,000 on that. Yeah, we just went through the flying enemy issue, but you can try setting Dark Bowmaster to target flying enemies and see if that helps. Yeah, Infinite Colony's main purpose is to increase our gold income, especially for your mid-game purpose section when you are mainly using... Oh, let's go! The bonus goal is done. In mid-game, you're using free auto battle, so you need gold income from somewhere. That's why infinite gold is so important at the point. Ah, let's go. I wasn't expecting to get anything today, really, so I'm really satisfied with that one. The bonus goal of Tower Rune is done. Now we just need the Town Archer Rune, and then we are done with the stream. Cheers. Stay hydrated. Is it worth buying Golden Horn at 150,000 waves? Yes. If you want to spend any money in the game, the Golden Horn is the best purchase you can make. And the 13 hero slot is the secondary best. Okay, let's get this. There we go. That goes for my Helmut build. Or maybe Infinite Gold build. Or maybe both, to be honest. So now we need the Town Archer Rune for wave build. And also farming. It will help with farming because flying damage doesn't really help me in farming anyway. So if I can get the Town Archer Rune, my farming will also be faster. Thank you, John. A bit lucky in here. We have done... How much we have done? What was the starting defense? 141. So we have done a bit less than 2,000 defense today. Like 1.8 thousand. That's nice. What is the meta build right now? Mixu, I would recommend... The options are basically pure Town Archer or Town Archer and Lightning for starting out, for early, mid, towards late game. And I have guides for the Lightning Town Archer. They are linked in the description. I would recommend checking them out. Build guides for every game mode basically in there. If you get less money from waves than what they call auto battle costs, then you use, yeah, Wordless Coin Treasure and you use the free auto battle build. Am I ignoring you, artist? When did you gain back? I just got the Tower Rune. 1 out of 2 runes gained. So basically, the stream thumbnail is now through 1 rune, please. But I would love the second one. Kinda, yeah. Not on purpose, not on purpose. But yeah, nothing else. We got the Tower Rune, which is nice. Maybe we can get the second one. I think I could use... I'm not sure which towers I will end up using in my Hell mode eventually. So maybe I will need more than just 1 rune. So maybe. Maybe another one. But I would rather take the Town Archer Rune, to be honest. I'm gonna pop a 3x ad on CloudNet, so I can't. Oh no. I have done 10. Hasn't reset yet. Never mind. I will not do it. Seven crystals left until power up. Oh, okay. I spent like 60 oranges on CloudNatcher yesterday when I was getting the defense orb for my smith. So that was unfortunate. He only has 10 oranges left right now. Don't really need them on him, but yeah, kind of sucked. A misclick. I'm not going to be keeping this. Frozen damage is for Ice Wizard and Ice Wizard for damage, stealing purposes. Being there, tested that, it's not worth it. Yeah, artist, nothing else happened than the Tower Rune. I need 100 more levels for my Pure Wizard. Let's go. You can get it. You can get it maybe during this stream. Probably. There is a skill node section in the ice tree for Windy in here. So in here in the middle there is a node that says tornadoes move from left to right. So this is what makes the tornado travel from left to right. And if you really want to use Windy for damage, or basically for any purposes, you will need the rune +1 Tornado from Intermediate Dungeon as well. Especially for the fire promotion, it's a huge boost. My minimum frozen damage is 250. Yeah. I really hope that one day it will be like a good rune, like a usable one. But right now, even with the max roll, I think I have 299% roll in my bag. It's just... Spending red crystals on gold is good, the amount of gold. First priority for red crystals is always get the time out of battle. The time out of battle you get with red crystals is the best, like, value for your red crystals. It's worth much more than the gold. If you have extra after getting that every week, then you can decide either to get gold or to get orange crystals. Some people like to stack orange crystals so that they can push seasonal base for their personal trophies. Doesn't really interest me personally, so I've been just using them on gold every now and then. That's why I have like 4,700 what I had saved, because I don't really use them that often. But yeah, the first priority always time out of battle. I'm getting so many of these mid-roll elementals. Yeah, there we go. That's a bit better. 7.2, that's worth keeping, so let's keep this one. Dragons attacks are not ranged attacks. If you are asking if the web works, it doesn't work. Hey Cam, how's it going? I am glad to inform that I got one more tower rune for my future hell mode purposes, so yay. But now I still do need the Town Archer Rune for waiting purposes. Hey Hassendado, hello, how you doing, bro? Yes and no. I've been just trying some random things by myself, I think I might need one more tower rune, to be honest, than this one that I just got, before I can, like... And I probably will need, like, 15 attack speed runes, probably, for changing some gear. But it's, like, slowly coming together. I have no rush, because I still hate hell mode. And it's slowly working. I just wonder, do I use just the same damage gear for my goblin that I use for waving? Is that just like the way to go, or do I use crowd control gear? Another Thunderbolt +1. Another useless Thunderbolt rune. I'm from Finland. Levit, where are you from? Wish you good farming. Thank you very much. Let's sell this one. Good and bad about Poseidon? Great ground damage. Cannot kill air enemies. I mean, he's okay. YouTube ranking system is weird. YouTube in general is weird. I will hopefully try Poseidon in my wave build again. Like, he's okay in waving. He can be decent for colonies as well. Like, I used him in my Infinite Colony builds previously. Town cannons are just stronger for that purpose in general, but Poseidon is great for waving, if you can get double proc gear for him. Just like, it's really hard to best Goblin right now in terms of waving. Goblin just basically does it better. The only downside for Goblin is that he uses enormous amount of mana, and for Poseidon you can make him use 0 mana or even recover mana for you. So I guess that's the plus side. Herb is using Poseidon, I believe still. He made a video about his build not too many days ago. So maybe I will try it eventually. Happy to help, Bobby. I hope it helps you. I do hope so. Why only few players use Ice Sorcerer? I think it's just harder in general to make her work. 7% lightning. I guess we'll keep this. I think we might be quite close of hitting max rune capacity. Yep. Nope. Okay. Let's get rid of something, shall we? 5 Razor for IC at 150,000 waves is really decent. Yeah. You can keep going with that. Okay, yeah. We need to get rid of something. Do I have multiple, like, Ice Masteries? Yeah, we can get rid of one Ice Mastery. I have one in stash, so that's fine. 6% fire damage. We don't need that one. 6.6, 6.5 golds. I don't think we will need that one either. Hey, 6.7. 6.5 lightning. Let's just get rid of a couple of these lower rolls, and I guess there's a lot of MP cost reduction nodes. They are quite high, so I guess I will keep them. This is not great. 3% own bonus gold. I will not use this one ever, so let's just get rid of that one as well. Oh, I have 2 max bonus golds. Wow, okay. I thought I only have 1. I think there's enough bonus gold rumors in here, considering only 1 will ever be applied, so let's get rid of one of those as well. Okay, now we have a couple of rooms again. Yo, Macro. How's it smelling, bro? How's it smelling? Any new items? Any new groundbreaking discoveries of the poison build? Any new videos? Where's the best skill tree? Well, that really depends on a lot of things, but for early on, I would recommend starting with lightning. A new helmet item for Dorothy? What did you get? What kind of item did you get? Nelson, I would recommend you check out the lightning. I will link you the video. I would recommend lightning for your starting skill tree. The best one really depends on your stage of the game. Stun, attack speed, +1 summon with the unit defense. Oh, nice. Do you need to farm for attack speed runes, or do you have some stashed? Okay, I'm not gonna answer the same question 3 times. My apologies. Absolutely broken, good attack speed runes. Yeah. I feel you. I truly feel you, bro. It's... I was actually thinking, like, maybe I will at some point just, like, struggle through the beginner dungeon again. And, like, do it simultaneously with both accounts. On the new one and on this one. Like, just play 2 blue stacks and watch some series and just farm on both at the same time. Just to get some runes, because I hate the dungeon. Hey Nemesis, how's it going? How have you been? What is the best for the town workers? Just set them to mine dark crystals. All of them. And then just forget that they exist. I just set up my worst build to Devil Horn 2 waving. What do you mean, bro? 30 attack speed runes to fully rune up my hell mode build. Oh. Well, let's just say I'm glad I am not you. I need plenty, but at least I don't need as many as you do. Devil 3 for 26,000 waves is something you will probably not be able to do for a very long time, but you can keep on using it until you can't anymore. Average waves to kill the Legend Dragon? It really depends so much. Especially like if you use higher level Devil Horn, it will be higher than for someone who does single waves, because the amount of gold you get per wave will be more if you use single waves, but it's not worth doing single waves, so I will say around 40 to 50,000 waves. Between that. You do get gold from town workers with worthless coin, but the amount they give you is absolutely useless. And I also don't want to farm beginner because finding the voodoo accessories that I need has a higher priority. Essential for getting DH. Okay, makes sense. Makes complete sense. It's also a good excuse to not do beginner dungeon in general. So yeah, I'm convinced. I am convinced. I agree with you. I'm looking to rune a 3 out of 3 L. Where is it? In here. This one. Just for my waving. Tasty. It's just missing an IQ line. Just missing an IQ line. The town worker gold is always so little that it's just worth more to always have them mining dark crystals for you. Joshua, shame on you. Shame on you. Why would I drop the DH1 if I can do the DH3? Rango, you can use DH3 for now, but chances are that pretty soon in the near future you will be forced to drop because your account won't be able to handle that for a very long time. Same TA bow on alt. Hey, give it back. It's mine. I'm still looking for a bow upgrade for Cloud Nacho as well. Haven't been able to get a S bow with crit damage. It's avoiding me. Come on. .6 crit damage. No, thank you. Oh, I think I still need to also, for waving build, I need to add second HP runes to my paladins, I guess, eventually. I only have one on each item for now. I have the runes, I just need to add the sockets and add the runes on the items. But that's like 5, well, it's not even 5 minutes of work, it's like 2 minutes of work, so it's quite a lot. Got the A rune from 1 year of top 50. Let's go. To be honest, I'm kind of tempted to try my luck on that account and just like use a couple of, like open a couple of runes with the boxes. But then again, I do need the boxes. I get, what, 1 per season from being in Apexes and 1 from the daily rewards. I do need those for the runes, for adding the runes, so I don't really have any to spare. At the same time, that gamble, that little voice in your head that's telling you, maybe you will get the TA rune with that. Maybe you are lucky. So I'm trying to negotiate with that voice. So far, it's not winning. I'm still winning, but we'll see how long that lasts. One person's rune? Yeah, that's nice. Get the second one and then place it on some really, really annoyingly beautiful item. Just for the trophies. Oh, are we getting 3 boxes this season? Let's go. Well, I think Cloud Nacho will be down for the last 2 days of this season, so hope that will not be an issue. Oh, maybe I was too rude to Joshua. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you're still watching, I'm sorry, Joshua. My apologies for being rude. It wasn't my intention. Yo!
Hello Laku, this is the little voice in your head. Please buy 3,000 boxes to get a TA rune.
Thank you, Shrimp. Cheers. The little voice is now a little bit louder. Wow. Hey, Shrimp. There's one issue with that. I mean, it's a great idea. It's a great idea, all in all. I can't deny that. It's a tempting idea. And the little voice is screaming right now. However, I have not bought any boxes on this account ever. And I don't plan on doing it, so I can't give in now, can I? That's the issue. I need to farm. I need to stay true to my standards. My what is it? For the content. I have okay. I have done my share of opening 3,000 boxes on stream for others, and I know it's not worth it. Even though the chance of getting Town Archer Rune, yeah, I would be more likely to get one than not get one. But I've opened my share of those and seen... It's horrible. The farm must go on. Indeed. Indeed. Thank you, Throwstream. Thank you. Once again. I appreciate it a lot. I use stone just because I don't really... There's no one else really to boost anyone in here. And my worm, who is on level 300,000, does quite a bit of damage to bosses. So in here, for example, it's 11% boss damage, which is okay. It's a nice boost. So stone is just there to give a little boost for that regard. It's not really necessary. And early on, I would not really recommend it anyway. Bishop might be better, at least for many others. Like, I could even fit Bishop in here as well, I believe. Oh, probably only if you have E-tier items for your Worm and Poison Skill 3. Maybe then it's worth more to have Stone. Or maybe it will still be better to have Bishop, but this is mainly for my testing of soloing Bone Dragon with Worm, so it got kind of stuck since then. Either way, it's always one more hero to click, which I don't really like. 5.6 Lightning... No, thank you. I guess ideally I would just maybe cast 2 heroes. I can kill the boss quite fast with just 2 heroes, so... like this, it would be quite nice. The more I have to click, it's just more annoying. Ah, crit chance. Let's go. Good night. Good night, buddy. See you next time. Have a great weekend, by the way. We are not there just yet, but it's really close. Anyone have any weekend plans? You need one of these for your decks, but I have like 1 or 2 spare. And I'm one in use, so I don't need that. Theoretically, it would be possible for me to do that 3,000 boxes on CloudNet Show. But there's another issue with CloudNet Show, which is... that is a free-to-play account, and I plan on keeping it on free-to-play account. I probably won't even buy 13 slot on that. So that would kind of negate the free-to-playness of that account if I were to do 3,000 boxes on that. I am always happy to open boxes for others. If you apply planning on getting 3,000 boxes or more, and would like me to open them on stream, I'm always happy to do that. Nothing more than a small slip up. Well, okay. It would seem we have a little bit different views on what is a small slip up, but okay. Okay. I mean, yeah, it can happen. I did watch the box opening from DC, and he opened 1,000 boxes, I believe, and it was quite a decent opening session. He got plenty of Town Archer Runes. Gav Pumpernickel, my idol, he's amazing. Truly amazing. What should I do since I'm struggling at 30,000 waves using lightning build? Can you give a little bit more details? What you are struggling with? What Devil Horn level are you using? What are you dying to? And so on. Jared, well, physical is not really in the best shape in the game right now, but yeah, just keep going. You can get where I'm at, for sure. Just keep going. The main important thing in this game is just you keep on playing. Progression will happen as long as you keep on playing. Sure, you need to farm, you need to do some manual things, but mainly just keep on going. Yeah, just use the +1 at 30,000 waves. You will need, to fully stabilize the +2, you will need some cooldown items for your Necro and Pure Wizard. So you don't really have those yet unless you are super lucky with your first crafts. But yeah, it's better to just keep on going with the +1 for now and switch over to the +2 a little bit later. Oh, that's nice. That's nice, Jared. You will... Yeah. I would quite confidently say it's gonna be better for you. Let's go. That's the second Tower Rune. Let's go. What is this? Do you remember... Anyone remember when the update dropped and we had to farm for... Well, I had to farm for the first Tower Rune and I did the event based on that and everything. And it took so many hours to get the first one. And now, look at this. Boom. We are overachieving in here. 2 out of 1. Let's go. Oh, Benz remembers for sure. He was like only a couple of kills away from predicting it. That was crazy. What is your first ever video on Crow Castle ever? You can check that on my channel. You can check the oldest video I have. It's very basic video. Well, I would call this a decent farming session, even though I'm not getting the one rune that I want. But there's still chance. There's still chance. What a nice day. What a nice day. I won. Happy to hear that. Happy to hear that. Let's go. Keep going, dude. Why don't you use keyboard for skills? I find it more fun to play with my mouse. It's just a personal preference. Doing just keyboard only would probably be a little bit faster even. But I do like playing with my mouse. I do use hotkeys for activating the battle and using chrono. And, well, altar if I need to, but I don't really need to cast that one. That's just there for the passive boost for my worm. I think I got 2 in 1,600 defense. Let's go, dude. That's lucky. How much have we done? We have done 3,000-ish. Almost. Not even 3. We're at 2,800. Is computer better or mobile for this game? Well, it depends if you have a good or bad PC or good or bad mobile. I think they both have their ups and downs. I find it more convenient to let the game run on mobile most of the time, especially on auto battle, because I don't like, personally, I don't like keeping my PC on 24/7. So it's more discreet and more quiet to just keep it on a mobile phone. But then again, doing farming or hell mode is usually more convenient with the PC than on mobile. At least personally, I think so. Can't remember the last time PC was turned off. I mean, yeah, there's basically 2,000 people. The people who never close their PCs and the ones who close it every time they are not actively using it. Well, maybe 3 because I'm not exactly there. I do have it open most of the day, usually, and then I just turn it off for the night. I just don't like... The apartment I live in is not that great, and it's great, but it's not that big. It's not that grand, is the word. And I just personally don't like the sound and the lights of the PC. Even though it's in a different room, the bedroom door is open, so I can... It affects my sleep. And I don't like that. For most of the functions in the game, you do need an internet connection. Can I do an ad now on? Yeah, there we go. Let's go 5 seconds ad on Cloud Nacho for 3x game speed. Feels great. Been having quite a few of those lately. That's nice. I think most of the endgame trees currently start from either fire base or poison base. There's a lot of options for late game, basically. Mine currently starts from fire base. My favorite song, that is an excellent question. I don't really even know. Do you have one? What is your favorite one? Because the songs and the type of music that I listen to, it really depends on my mood. What time of the day is it? If I'm at home or somewhere else, in what kind of a company I'm in, and so on. I do listen to a lot of different kind of music, I believe. At least I want to think that way. Maybe I really don't, and I just think I do. But I do like both English and Finnish music. And in general, if I'm just listening to music by myself, I usually like songs that have words, maybe a story or something like that. That I can like listen to and imagine that I can relate to. But then I also do listen to music like this that doesn't have any words. It's like nice background noise, I guess. And whenever I'm not listening to music, there's always something playing in my mind. It's a constant jukebox in there. It's never quiet. So it's either some playlist playing in my head, or it's a compilation of my 20 most embarrassing moments in my life. It's one of those. Hey Genesis, what's up? 15,000 waves and my tower is level of 1500. Do you think I've raised it? It's a bit over-leveled, perhaps, but in early game you can easily over-level stuff and it's not gonna be a big deal, so you're fine. Just keep going, buddy. You're fine. My favorite song is called A Little Bit Better. I wonder if I know that or not. Honey Trap. Honey Trap. My apologies. 11.4%. Nope. Of course. It invokes shrimp. Instantly attracted by the honey trap. What does that rune even do? It gives you a couple of gold when you sell it. That's basically its function. I mean, it doesn't really have any real use case, I guess. Instantly killing enemies while casting Honey Trap on Succubus. I don't know. It doesn't really work that well. It's not worth the slot, I guess. Gives comfort and warmth to my soul. Wow. It's a truly wholesome rune. I think I had it on some staff on Succubus. Maybe it's in there still, or it's in somewhere on my account. When I was trying Succubus in Hell mode like 2 years ago. I mean, theoretically, if it would give you like 100% chance of insta-killing enemies with it, it would be pretty nice. Later on. Or if it would work on bosses. But I have plenty saved up, I believe, if in case it becomes good at some point. Where is it? It's in here. So there's 19.9, 19.9, 19.8, and so on. There's a lot of honey traps in here. I hope this makes this pleases shrimp, hopefully. Greetings to Vietnam. How's life in there? How you doing, Hakari? I also have a couple of decent Kraken runes in here as well. For possible future Elizabeth using. What content do you think you could make if Crow Castle didn't exist? Well, to be completely honest, I first of all probably wouldn't be doing anything because it's the thing that got me started. But right now, if I had to switch, yikes. I have done content on other games in the past on the side of making Crow Castle content, so I guess I could try a new game. And I do hope to start a Minecraft. Well, yeah, probably. I mean, just no one would probably watch me because there's like a 15 trillion Minecraft content creators already. That's a little bit of an issue. But yep, maybe. Clash of Clans? Ooh, yikes. Or maybe I would just film myself eating a whole liter of ice cream. What is it called? Those eating videos? Is mukbang or what is it? But yeah, there will be, hopefully, later this year, like towards the summer, there will be a classic version of Maple Story being released. It's a game that I played a lot, like 20 years ago? 15 years ago, maybe? And if that becomes somewhat popular, I do hope that I can include some videos about that on the channel as well. Because I do plan on playing it. You look like a PUBG player. I do have a couple of thousand hours in that game, yes. It's one of my favorite games ever. The problem is it doesn't really make good content because the better ones are already making content about it. I think there's like 3 or 4 PUBG videos on my channel as well. They're mainly just gameplay. And I did one stream, I believe, at least. Previously on PUBG. If you had to partner up with another YouTuber for Crow Castle, who would you choose? Like from current Crow Castle YouTubers? It would be tough to choose. There's a lot of great people. A lot of great people who play, who make videos. Not maybe as regular as I do, but there's a lot of great people. Well, I can't choose Bron since he basically quit by now, unless he comes back. I don't know. Maybe it could be Dizzy, maybe it could be Herb. I want to choose one. Second crit chance. Or maybe mana. I never got to do a race stream with Braun. Or like some sort of a challenge, dual challenge. Favorite movie? There was a long period in my time when I wasn't really watching a lot of movies. I would rather watch series or maybe anime. Sometimes it depend. My favorite movie would likely be Lord of the Rings. That one I have seen a couple of times. A few times. And it's probably the only movie or trilogy that you can watch without it getting boring. Even if you know everything that's going to happen. Or one of the only ones. Do you have one, Bobby? Or anyone else? Any recommendations? Perhaps? Oh, I haven't seen that one. Was it good? Or, well, if it's your favorite movie, I guess it was. Or if it's your recommendation, I guess it was good. Also been watching... we've been watching a few horror movies, whatever is available through the streaming services that we have. But there hasn't been any new additions lately. Nothing great. If you like reading books and don't have commitment issues, you can try Wheel of Time. Yeah, that has been on my bucket list, I guess, for the longest time. I used to read a lot when I was in, I guess what you would call in, like high school, like the Finnish version. Around that age, I was reading a lot of mainly fantasy. And then a bit later on, I was reading some English language books. Mainly, I was reading Warhammer 40,000 books in English. But it has been a few years since I've really read anything. I think the last full book that I read was The Lord of the Rings, actually. But that was 5 years ago, maybe more. So maybe it would be a good time to, you know, pick up the hobby again. I don't know, it would be nice to see if my attention span has become worse over the years. Can I concentrate anymore? Enough on reading? But I used to read a lot of like Forgotten Realms, the book series, if you know. I read, I guess, almost all of them. And, well, of course, at some point I did read the Harry Potters and stuff like that. But mainly the fantasy genre. Maybe sci-fi as well, but maybe fantasy is the more appealing to me. Favorite place on Earth? I don't know. Maybe I need to travel more to find one. Well, I do like... Oh, another thunderstorm. We already had this one as well. That's the second one. At least the second one. But to be honest, I probably will just have to say Finland in a way. Like we have a really nice little summer place next to a lake. It's beautiful during summer, so it's just... It's like the safe haven for me. So that's gonna be the #1 place. Maybe I will share it with you guys at some point, someday. But yeah, I do hope that in future I can travel even more and see more places, because there must be like a bunch of beautiful places in the earth. And mainly maybe people like places without people, or maybe not too many people, because yeah, people, not my thing. Nature, great. People, not so great. Now we got the thunderstorm +1. So we are soon 4,000 defense in. No TA rune. Hey Emperor Itachi, hello. How you doing? I would be so glad if we get the Town Archer Rune now. So that this would be done. Otherwise I need to continue farming this dungeon. Hey Yusuf, how you doing? When you are not at home, yeah, it's dreaming that I get home. Will you make a video on changes that Crowcastle need? No promises, but perhaps. Maybe. There's a lot of things, and I must say, like, right now I have a pretty positive feeling towards the future of the game. Like, I'm optimistic. Maybe needlessly, but we do not need Devil Horse. Get out of here, dude. Too easy. Too easy, my ass. I don't know, it's just a feeling. It's just a gut feeling, basically, that we are hopefully getting some... Where supposedly we should be getting some new boss content in the future within an undefined time frame. But anyway, any new content gives me hope for the future. Obsidian Dragon? I don't know, maybe. I don't know if it's Dragon, if it's Dungeon, if it's something else. Yeah, but supposedly. Jared, all the information about the lightning build that you need are linked in the description. I will link you the build. Oh my god, get out of here, Thunderstorm. So many. I will link the video for you also. The main video. There's a bunch linked in the description. And also, if you check the 2 most recent videos on my channel, they are also linked to the lightning build. I would recommend checking that out as well. But the free auto battle build video itself will get you going. Hey Arnos. How's life in Isekai? How you doing? Don't even need 20 gold power to run it? Are we talking about the possible Devil Horn 6 or Devil Horn 5 in general? Have you ever... Would you ever have a live stream for a brand new account from wave 1 to 200? I don't really think that would be too interesting, to be honest. I am not from America. Pretty far away from that, actually. I'm from Finland. How about you? DSY 5? I mean, who needs 20 gold power to run it? What do you think is the lowest GB you can run, or anyone could run Devil Horn 5 with? The absolute lowest. The recommended build for 110,000 waves, I would still recommend the Lightning Town Archer build. Just linked it in the chat like a couple of minutes ago, and it's also linked in the description. It's either that or pure Town Archer, but if you haven't been going for the pure Town Archer since wave 1, it's not that easy to change. In which case, I would really recommend the Lightning and Town Archer. Poison is okay. You can use Poison if you want to. Poison and Town Archers. The main takeaway in here is to use Town Archers currently in this game. They are so great. I may have made a couple of videos in the past saying they are not great, but they are great now. They weren't that great previously, now they are. But yeah, like Poison Town Archers can work as well. You have better farming, a little bit better boss damage coverage than Lightning Town Archer, but Lightning Town Archer should be more stable in waving. Yeah, Poison TA, yeah, you're good to go. You should be good to go. Around 10? Okay, around 10. How about creating an account that would be free to play, free auto battle forever? Can we get to Devil Horn 5 with completely free auto battle? Might be a bit tough. Another honey trap. Another one. And another one. And another one. And another one. Yeah, I'm gonna be selling this. Bowmaster and Goblin. Well, the vast majority of your money should be going to Town Archers, I guess, in your case. But if you can, 0.04, maybe. No, there's not really a max level for anyone else than the support heroes. And after capping at 21, they eventually cap out at level 10,000. Hey, yo, Maddie. What's up, friend? How you going? Oh, it's going great. It's going great, but it could be better. Hunting for the Town Archer Rune. It's not dropping, but 2 Tower Runes, meanwhile, is a nice haul for the day. Yeah, 2 Tower Runes, nothing really else that great. Some Elemental Runes, I guess, but yeah. I think I'm pretty much done with my Town Archer, my Tower Runes now, but I do need 1 Town Archer Rune. Well, I would have one as well if I did not, for some reason, use that on my staff after some stupid race. Oh, second push in a row. Well, next week. Kraken +2. I don't know how many of these I have saved up. Let's say 1. 1 more. Why not? Just need TC Dagut and I can retire you and me both, buddy. Have you been doing farming? Oh, I see. Who knew that Kampf Pumpernickel had Spartan blood in him? And shrimp as well. Let's go. Good luck with your push. What is the goal? Top 3 or more? Well, state secrets, I believe. Pushing is... Well, we all have things we want to do in the game. Original was top 10. Oh, okay. Overachieving a little bit, maybe. Wow. Both tier runes came from random box openings. Maybe I should open 1 or 2 boxes? I don't know. I do have like 100 boxes, but there's a few items that I need to rune, so that's gonna be already like 30 boxes, 40 boxes at least, so maybe I will not spend them. Oh, that's nice. I mean, yeah. Well, it's gonna be a goal completed at least anyway. I hope you can maintain that then. I just kind of wanted to, you know, try making videos, I guess, at some point, and it was fun. So I kept on doing it. I had a long break, but now it's fun again. Rango, at your wave level, you should be doing free auto battle with worthless coin. You're not going to be making profit from gold auto battle, and that's completely normal. So just switch over the free auto battle build, use the worthless coin treasure, and go with that. I have not made a pay-to-win account. I don't, in general, I'm not a really huge fan of pay-to-win. Mainly because I don't want to spend a lot of money in games, I guess. But even if I could, like, being completely pay-to-win whale would probably make the game more boring faster for me. It would help in a lot of certain situations. If I could just drop, let's say, 3,000 boxes right now, I wouldn't need to do this farming. But I believe there has to be a balance. Like, spending money on games is completely fine. I don't have anything against anyone who wants to do that. But it's just, everyone has to find a balance for themselves. What makes the most fun for them. And what's fun for me might be torture for someone else. Yeah, using worthless coin is completely normal. Only your fun counts. Yep, that's true. I agree. Yep. You can either do what I do, or you can be wrong. You have 2 options. No way. Like, for example, pushing waves. It's not the most enjoyable thing for me. I do keep on waving all the time, of course, but I like doing like real push seasons. I don't really find a lot of enjoyment in that. Like, I'm okay to doing that, but it's not... It doesn't excite me that much. That's why I don't really even... I don't really have any plans of going for personal trophies. They don't really excite me. I'm stoked for seeing people push their limits and get the personal trophies and complete their accounts and everything. It makes me happy to see others succeed in that area, but it doesn't personally, like, I don't... If I had a top 1 personal trophy on my account, I wouldn't be any happier. Pushing is fun if you have a goal to achieve, especially as a guild. Yeah, in that sense, there can be like an extra motive to doing the push, if it's for the guild. Just like for personal gain, it doesn't really excite me. For guild purposes, sure. Especially if it's something like what you're doing right now. Cloud Nacho is now around 274,000 waves. 274,355 to be exact. No, I have never been number 1 in the Hell seasonal leaderboard. Yikes, come on game, can you like, now would be like the perfect time to give me that Town Archer Rune. Not from this boss though. Because I'm starting to get hungry. It's also a weird thing. It's gonna be this weekend. It's gonna be like plus Celsius degrees in Finland. We've had such a cold period for such a long time, so many weeks that it feels weird. It's gonna feel almost like summer. I guess we're gonna be having like plus 3 Celsius maybe. It almost feels wrong. Except today. Today is a horrible weather. It's just snowing. Snowing sideways, basically. Oh, I'm a huge fan of chicken and rice. But in general, I like food. Eating is fun. Food is delicious. I like it. -18 Celsius? Damn. It's been more like -18 in here for most of the time. For the past, I don't even know, month and a half? It's been really long time. Third one! What is this? It's my luckiest day of Tower Rune war farming. You wanna trade? I will trade 3 of these for a Town Archer Rune. I will trade instantly. In general, I like food too. You and me both, brother. See you later. See you later, bro. Have fun. Right on time, baby. Ooh, let's go. This might be the last drop of the race stream. Who knows, who knows. Have a great weekend, dude. Catch you later. See ya, man. See ya. Wow, 3 Tower Runes. Now for sure I have enough of those, I believe. Maybe soon enough for some weird testings as well. Just missing the Town Archer Rune. God damn it. Higher tier items, it's either you keep on playing until you can easily farm for those, or you pay real life money. And the rolls that you get on your items, it's RNG. You can't specifically boost the chance for getting a cooldown line, for example. It's just gonna be RNG. So you just have to do things enough times that you get lucky with the combinations. Which can be frustrating. I know, trust me. In general, another Thunderbolt +1. Like the third one. That would have been so sad if we were looking for a Thunderbolt rune. In general, if you level up units for the purpose of defeating the Bone Dragon, you should just level the same units as you level for waving. And eventually you'll be able to do it. Rise above everything? It is great. It is great. I mean, there's so many different kind of foods that are all great, so it's hard to decide. But yeah, I keep on changing the subject. For early Bone Dragon farming, I guess your build will most likely be Town Archers, Succubus, and then Lightning units. Maybe Dark Lightning Archer, Thor, possibly Zeus. That is probably the most common way right now. When are you going to farm Expert Dungeon? Since 2 hours by now. We are doing it as we speak. For early game, the two most commonly recommend right now would be pure Town Archers or Town Archers and Lightning. The Town Archers and Lightning guides are linked in the description. Pure Town Archers guide you can find in Crowcastle Reddit Discord server. It's pinned in the help channel in there. I don't have videos on that or guides on that myself. I guess the third most common would be Poison and Town Archers. Those are probably the top 3 right now. But they all do work for the early game. We're gonna keep on trying for a little bit longer, and then we go and make some dinner. Or I go. And maybe you go as well. Let's change music. Shall we take something a little bit... Is the music level, by the way, even fine for you guys? Can you even hear anything? Right now you shouldn't be hearing anything. Let's change to a little bit... Maybe chill. Is it possible to survive using Town Archers without heroes? The pure Town Archer setup does do that for early game. Then eventually you will have to add some heroes. Just Town Archers alone cannot do end game. But they are enough for early game. What age did I start playing this game? Oh, honestly, I don't even want to think. Oh, I gotta spend some crystals on Nacho. Let's let this run. I'm working on, I think, 5th hero with crystals. There was 10,000 now, which is the military band male. There we go. Yeah, one thing, I was old already, and now I'm even older, so. Old. Just old. Wave 1462. Yeah, sounds like you are off to a good start. Just keep going, buddy. Sounds good. Oh, let's go. Meeting cancelled. Best thing ever. Welcome back, dude. Let's go. One of those unexpected moments of joy and happiness. Is it good to use Sarah with a poison tree, but with strafe buff from the physical tree? I wouldn't really recommend. It wouldn't be that great. Strafe buff is used for Sarah, but without any poison buffs, that's a huge nerf to her damage. How does it work autoclick? There is no auto-clicking in here. I use my keyboard to activate the battle using hotkeys. So basically I press 3 different keyboard buttons. Like one for the dragon statue, one for the dungeon button, and one for activating the battle. And then fourth one for chrono. Otherwise I play it with my mouse. And I will link you a video that will guide you through that in the chat. There you go. There's the link to the emulator video, including hotkeys. Any other games? How much defense? A lot of questions. A lot of questions, young Padawan. What is this? My math is in mathing. 4,400-ish defense? You can guess. Take a guess. I'll say if you're correct. You have 3 guesses. No more. 3 tower runes in 4,000 defense. I think that's pretty decent. The first one took way more than that. Yeah, I mean it's the best day ever for hunting tower runes, like by far. That's really good. Yeah, it's way beyond of what I expected from today. Yeah, I was expecting maybe 1 tower rune and nothing else. Yeah. 1 in 6,000 is average. We are crossing it, holy crap. But not really any new games lately, no. I've been just playing the same old things, I guess. How about you? I'm waiting for an old school version to be released on my old favorite 2-dimension MMO, Maple Story. It should be released maybe in, I don't know, maybe April, May, June, I don't know. So I do plan on playing that once it's out, but I've been just playing, well, to be honest, Crocasso has been taking a lot of my time since I've been also farming on the new account. So that's even less time for new games. And then I've been just playing a bit of PUBG. I guess that's pretty much it. Nothing much, to be honest. Yeah, Worth Coin is worth it. You still get gold from colonies and Golden Tree. It's gonna be worth it. It sounds scary, but it's worth it. We should find a game that we can play on stream. Something that we can play together on stream. It would be nice. Or even off stream. But yeah, it could be really nice. Mid-30s? Yeah, that's a good guess. Yeah. That is an excellent guess. That is an excellent guess. I'm the guy that wrote you on Insta a few days ago. Everything worked except for the missing diamonds. I'm glad to hear everything worked. That is a great thing to hear. The diamonds, you just kind of need to keep on waving. It will take a while to gather for whatever purpose you need them for, but you will... Yeah, you will eventually get enough. It will take a while. There's no real shortcut to that unless you want to spend a lot of real money, which I wouldn't really recommend. Unless you have disposable income. Yeah, and it would be me being the noob. I probably have the least knowledge about how Path of Exile now works. Or in general, I probably always had. You both are way more experienced than I am. I think, have you played, well, I guess you have at some point played Diablo 2, Maddie, but have you played the remaster version? I think it got an addition, like a new hero, Warlock, I believe. Almost downloaded it one day, but I figured out it will take too much time right now. I can't afford to pick it up. Another frozen damage, 109. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, one does not have to be the best or the perfect to play and stream a game, right? Is there a new season coming up? Maybe if we can get the new season beginning and start together, that could be nice. I know when the new season is starting in Path of Exile. But I guess the only real issue would be just match our time zones. Maybe I need to start on pulling all-nighters. Play throughout the nights, sleep throughout the days. That would be a dream, right? I think it's April. That might be doable. Unless that's exactly when the open beta drops for the game that I'm waiting for. It might be or it might not be. It is not really announced yet. But yeah, that might be a good time, to be honest. A classic version of Maple Story. Not sure if you have heard of it or played it. It's like a really old MMO, like two-dimensional MMO. There's gonna be like an original version, like a similar style to like old school. What is it? World of Warcraft or RuneScape. The old school versions. Yeah. So yeah, I was pretty heavily involved in the game back in the days. So it's kind of the nostalgia for me for the original, like the old school version, is huge. And I won't be able to skip that game. I will at least have to try it. Absolutely. Right now, the game is... I still have the game, but it's completely like a different style of game nowadays. There's so many different things. It's almost like comparing Diablo 1 and Diablo 3 currently. Like, the idea is the same, the title is basically the same, but it's a completely different game. $1,500 wave farming, free auto battle lightning Town Archer setup. It's linked in, check out the description, there is a video link for that. There's video links for all game modes for the Lightning Town Archers. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. No. Okay. Okay. Nope. $11,000 defense Legendary Dragon is a great start, for sure. Yo, welcome. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Floss hasn't been on streams lately, but yeah, he's been in Discord. Oh, how many thunderstorms? How many thunderstorms today? Storms. Yeah, but I think he's now, I believe, waiting. I hope this is not too much information to share, but like waiting for the graduation papers. If they already arrived, I'm not aware of that. The next race in Icy? Let's go, dude. Let's go. I'm around 9 point something, I believe, on my main. And around 7 on my alt. We have, right? It's like, I don't know. Personally, it doesn't really feel like a long time. But when you start thinking about it, it's quite a long while. It's quite a long while. That's for sure. And just a little while, and we will be messaging each other from a retirement home. Right. Old as fuck. But doesn't feel like it, right? Too late for me? What do you mean? Another thunderstorm. Ah, you ain't that old. You ain't that old. No, no, no. Come on, come on. Please, dungeon, deliver me from this evil. Give me the freaking rune and I'm done with you. Favorite color? Well, judging by the color of shirts I usually wear, it's usually black and white. But then again, I do like blue. Also, like maybe like not like very light blue, maybe, but like darkish. It's really calm color, I believe. Last 2 waves to 110,000 waves. Let's go. Let's go. Yo, yo. Yo, 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 yo. I'm gonna find 2 more of these yellow bosses. They have 2 more chances to give me the rune, and then I'm done. Should we craft? We have max crystals. We could craft 6 E items. Do you want that? What do you think, chat? Shall we craft or shall we save? Happy to hear I've been able to do that. Happy to hear. Keep going strong, buddy. Craft. I don't know. I haven't calculated how many skill points there actually is, but no one can really get that. Ask ChatGPT. Yeah. In general, don't take advice from ChatGPT for this game. He doesn't know anything. At least that's my experience. He doesn't know anything about the game. The answers it gives are so wildly messed up. I haven't been paying attention. Did I already get the yellow boss? Okay, 2 from now. Two yellow bosses from now, and then we craft, and then we are done. Da, 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 da. And 3 hours later, we are still looking for the yellow boss. Yeah, the information available in wikis and elsewhere is usually quite outdated. How many years I've played? Well, now I played 3 years since I came back to the game. Almost exact though, 200% frozen damage. Let's sell this. 10,000 gold, let's go. We are rich. Yeah, almost exactly 3 years since I came back. And I played a year and a half-ish, I guess, before going, like, taking a break from the game initially. Or something. I don't really think about time in general, so I don't really even realize. The amount of gold I currently have is... It's not a whole lot. Did we just get 2 yellow bosses in a row? Let's do 2 more dungeons. We can spend the gold. And see what we get with that. It's not terribly a lot. It's like a decent... season... amount? Okay. But like, okay, it's 59 trillion. And just, well, getting 10,000 levels on my Town Archers is eating a huge chunk of it. I did mess up the level of my castle, so I guess we have to fix that. If I can fix it, let's do that. Oh, that's way more than what I intended to do, but okay, okay. It's fixed. Let's not touch it anymore. It's fixed. Who else? Who do we level? Do we level? Well, Town Archers is probably the most worth. We could give Succubus 1,000 levels, or 2,000 levels at least. There we go. And maybe we'll just give Sarah and DLA a bit of love. 3,000 levels and maybe 2,000 levels in here. Well, this was such a beautiful level. Yeah, let's ruin it anyway. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, There we go, 2000 levels, and let's give 1000 levels to Goblin. Boom. That's pretty much our gold spent. So that's what you get. Yeah, the highest level hero I have currently is Succubus. And then obviously I have, well, Town Archers who are on a much higher level. 690,000 castle. The thing is, I would probably ruin it real fast, even if I did that. Okay, let's craft. We'll be doing just weapons because I still need the DC Dagger staff, so that's 6 weapons we'll be doing. It would be a wonderful time to get the DC Dagger staff. Not a great start. Getting a DC Dagger staff on a dungeon farming stream would be a nice bonus. That's a bad bow. 6767, oh my. Knockback crit chance, slow ice mastery bow. Let's see if we can. Oh. It's a staff, it's an IQ line. Where are the cooldown lines? That's one of the closest ones again. And it's very far away from DC IQ. Area skill damage bow, not useful. Close, yeah. Well, it's a DCD hammer with the useless E line. Not gonna be keeping that at this point. I guess technically it was the best craft we got out from these. But yep. 3 tower runes out from, what was the total? 5,000 defense? That's not exactly? Wow. Exactly 5,000 defense. 3 tower runes. I'll take it. And yeah, I guess I'll continue hunting Town Archer Rune at some point. Or maybe I will just keep on going for the DC Daigu staff first. I don't know. Probably will do a Bone Dragon stream next because... oh, XP Dungeon is boring. But anyway, there will be, again, Fast Trolls account review coming out next week. Hopefully, if I can edit that out. So that will be a little bit different Devilhorn 5 build again. I just have to find the time to make it. I will be not home during this weekend, so unfortunately I can't edit it out during this week, but I will try to work on it during next week. Hopefully. Alrighty, I will keep on waving because I've been down for quite a while again. And I'm gonna go and make some dinner. Thank you all for joining in. And I wish you a wonderful rest of the week, wonderful weekend ahead. And I'll see you in Discord. I'll see you in the next stream and in the next video. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Have a nice, yeah, have a nice day. And everything in general. Yeah, like, have a nice things. Bye bye guys, enjoy.